All right guys, so we're doing this stucco repair around this electrical panel. As you can see, I already did the brown coat. I put this piece of foam as well, so it's well connected. Now the next step would be to put the color coat. Notice that these houses are about, I'll say about 10 years old. We don't know what color they are, so always check on the shade. So we're gonna go with this one here, 696, or is it 969? 696. This green right here, obviously it's not exactly the same, but we're gonna tint it a little bit, and we're also gonna use 73, which is over here, 73, yellow. So we're gonna add green and yellow to get this color right here. All right, so we're gonna move along. This is just our base 200. That's your 72, 696. Add some color in it. Should be fine. There we go. Now the reason why we add color is because we're also gonna fog it. We're really gonna blend in the color. This is pretty much just kind of like a primer to the fog. Sorry about the noise. Notice I didn't put too much green either. Where's my... Uh-oh. Alright, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Misplaced this brush. These are only like $1 or $2 at the Home Depot, so they're not that expensive. So what I do is the following. Put a piece of tape, okay? I'm gonna put stucco from the tape to the house. That way, when I come back to fog it, I know exactly where that color's at. All right, sometimes we lose it when we don't put that tape. We're gonna get a heat gun and see how it dries. It needs a little bit more green, well, a little bit, yeah, a little bit of green, and we'll start plastering. It's always a good thing when you color code to leave it a little bit lighter than darker, by the way. I also wanted to show you the detail. What is a detail? When you do a color code, the transition between the new and the old, you gotta scrape it. Scrape the texture off. Notice I didn't scrape it straight up and down. I did a zigzag. Okay, it's all zigzag all the way around. You see it, right? Because when you put your texture, you want to hide it. You want to hide the new to the old. If it's nice and straight, you're gonna be able to see your texture and their texture. This is somebody else's hand. This is somebody else's hand. 10, 12, 13 years ago, you're not gonna get it on point. This is the best way to do it, right? So I'm gonna show you how it looks after I texture it. I just can't be holding the phone and texturing at the same time, and it's gonna be super long and boring probably for you guys who see me. So I'll go ahead and texture everything, and I'll show you right now how it looks. All right guys, so this is the first coat. This is the little sand finish behind this texture. Notice how it's gonna look. It's actually looking pretty good. Notice the color too. I actually added a little bit of brown because I didn't like the other one. So I mixed in a little bit of brown. The color looks good. The texture is gonna look, it's a little bit wet right there. But now it's time for the texture right now. Notice where I started and I finished. All right. That way, this is gonna be my little project right now, and then the bottom one is gonna be my other project. But yeah, it's looking good. All right, so real quick before I continue, it's our texture and the old texture. See how that zigzagging that actually kind of works, right? All right, so we're gonna continue, and so you can see how the old and the new, they're somewhat look alike, I guess. All right, guys, I'm done with the texture. As you can see, still drying. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna try to feather in the existing texture with the new texture. Try to shoot it in between. That way there's no line around the patch. So that's my next step. All right, so everything's a little bit shot on the edges. Like I said, that way, you know, the patch is less visible. And I'm trying to feather it in. So I don't know if you've seen my old videos, not my old videos, but my other videos. But I'm gonna go eat while this dries and start doing the color so I can fog it. Catch you in a bit. All right, guys, so this is it. As you can see, the fog is still kind of drying right now, but everything else is pretty much done. Especially here. I mean, that was the last one that I hit. So plus the sun doesn't really hit it. But other than that, what do you guys think about the texture, color, and everything else? All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next one.